Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala nabiyyina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd, fa'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi ishrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi Zidni Ilman Ajmain, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increase in all of us knowledge. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I welcome you, my brothers and sisters, to this new session. We are supposed to start lesson number 4 in book 2, but I will go a little bit early and revise a couple of things, my brothers and sisters, inshallah. So we finished here, I think, last time. Now that as I was not very keen to start numbers because the last Saturday's class was mostly devoted to other topics, so I'm still double-minded what to do, what not to do, but I will start from here, my brother. We have two kinds of numbers in English as well as in Arabic. One is called cardinal numbers, which is the numbers we use for counting, for anything, which is the number we come when say how many, then we use that. But then other one is the ordinal number. That is for ranking. We use it for ranking, first student, third student, or first house on the street, or second house on the street, like that. So that is much easier. So I have written here ordinal numbers. I have highlighted it. It has a pattern. I've always repeatedly tell you to remind you that Arabic language is very scientific, very mathematical, and it has got numbers. So it has got patterns. So these are the patterns, that Dr. Abdurrahim will point it out to us. So these ordinal numbers are on the pattern of fa'ilun. Fa'ilun. Pattern of fa'ilun. So number 1 has its own pattern, but starting from number 2, it is all fa'ilun. So number 1 is awwalu, and then if you have a muannas, then it becomes ula. It becomes ula. Awwalu becomes ula. We just keep that in mind. These things, I'm sure, with practice, will be understood very easily by you and even used by you. So, Darsu Thani, number 2 lesson, Darsu Thalisu, Rabiu. Here they are all given. Ula, Sani, Thalithu, Rabiu, Khamisu, Sadisu, Sabiu, Thaminu, Tasiu, Ashiru. Now, after having understood a little bit of this, Dr. Abdurrahim is asking us to fill in the blank. So here is Al-Yawmu, then we have number 8 sign here. So this number 8 sign, we have to figure out. So you can look at here, going little up, or you going in your book to the previous page, and you can see Al-Yawmu Saminu. Al-Yawmu Saminu. 8th lesson. At-Talibu Salisu. Talibu Salisu. Then Ad-Darsu, here it is 10, here it is 3, this is 8. Ad-Darsu Ashiru. Ad-Darsu Ashiru. So you can copy from there and understand. I would request you to write it. If you have to write a couple of times, please write it. Because I have a firm faith in writing while you are studying, and that writing will make you very strong, inshallah. Now, so we came here. Here I want to point out to you, be very careful. See, now here, Al-Yawma, At-Talibu, Ad-Darsu, they are all masculine. Now we have Safhatu. This is feminine. Safhatu means page number. So Safhatu, we have 9 here. So it will be Tasi'atu. If it was Muzakkar, like Al-Baytu, we will say Tasi'u, At-Tasi'u, Muzakkar. Al-Masjidu, At-Tasi'u. But if you say Safhatu, then it will become Tasi'atu. Please watch this carefully. Al-Juzdu Awwalu. Al-Juzdu Awwalu. And then fi Sanati, so now we have Sanati. So it is year 4. So we won't say a Sanati. I think I made an error. A Sanati, I'll change it. I'm correcting myself. A Sanati, Ar Rabiati. In the 4th year. Okay. Fi harf jar, Sanati ism majrur, and then this is the Naat. Sanati Rabiati. Rabiati. Did you get the idea? So if it was a book or any other muzakkar, we would have said Rabiu. Rabiu. But here it is Sanati. So then we have to make it a monas. Rabiati. What is the meaning of Sanati Rabiati? 4th year. 4th year. Again the same thing. Same thing has come again. Talibatu. And then 6th female students. So how will you say? At-Talibatu Sadisatu. Very, very simple. Inshallah, this should not be of any major difficulty to you. And Al-Baytu, see Al-Baytu, 7, Sabiu, 7th house in the street or in the neighborhood, which is very big or something. Now we come to Gurfatu, window. That is monas. fifth window. So Gurfatu, Kamisatu. Did you see? Kamisu became Kamisatu because here it is Tamarbuta, feminine. And then number 2, Ajudhu, Ajudhu. Again, I made an error. I'll correct myself. Inshallah, I'll correct it. Ajudhu, Sani. Ajudhu, Sani. So that is it. You can practice it, brothers and sisters, inshallah. Now, I will, in lesson number 6, we are going to do lesson number 4, which is very, very enjoyable because you know almost everything about that. So now, we are going to try something else. Pattern. I have added one extra page which is not in the book. I can add pages when I'm in the middle of anything that I do on this iPad. So we have to remember 2 things, brothers and sisters. 2 things we have to remember. Al-adadu. Always keep them in mind. Al-adadu or adad, you can say. What does that means? Number. In counting, 2 things are important. The number and then al-ma'dud. Ma'dud, memorize it, my brother. Adad and ma'dud. Adad, ma'dud. Say after me 3 times. Al-adad, ma'dud. Al-adadu, al-ma'dudu. Al-adadu, al-ma'dudu. Ma'dudu means thing counted. Thing counted. Thing counted. So we did this in the lesson number 19, book 1. We have done this, but because we don't use numbers, so we tend to forget. So I made a little song. I hope you like it. That may help you to remember it. And I might even repeat it in every lesson or 2 lessons. I want to explain again. This is a good revision. Number 1 and number 2. Okay? Number 1 and number 2. Wahidun and Isnani. Now, they are always not manut. One student, Talibun, Wahidun. This is, Wahidun is the not, this is manut. And the Talibani is Nani. Talibani is Nani. And then the drama begins with Salasatu Tullabin. Now these Madud are plural. These Madud are plurals and they are masculine. So the number becomes feminine. Salasatu Tullabin. Salasatu Tullabin. Arbatu Tullabin. Now that is the rule of the language, you know, that if the Madud is Muzakkar, masculine, then the Adad becomes Muannas. You know, this difficulty we have in about 20, from 1 to 20. Then things become to normalize, you know. So, Salasatu Tullabin, Arbatu Tullabin. I just said, I didn't write the whole thing. Sittatu Tullabin. Now, when I sing, you know, I will say, Wahid Isnani Salasa. See, I said Salasa because there's a ta marbuta there. So if I stop at ta marbuta, then I don't pronounce ta marbuta. Sisters' names are like Aisha. It is Aisha too. Khadija. Khadija too. Did you get my point? We say Aisha. We did not pronounce the ta marbuta, but it is there. Aisha too. If you were to write Aisha, you will write down Aisha too. And if you say Khadija, it means Khadija too. So then when I was trying to put it in a song, in a simple melody, so I said, Wahid Ithnani Salasa. Wahid Ithnani Salasa. Arba Khamsa Sitta. These are group. I made into groups. Group of three. Wahid Ithnani Salasa. Arba Khamsa Sitta. Saba Samaniya Tisa. Ashara. Oh yes. Ashara. That means 10. Did you get the idea? One more time I'll sing, inshallah. Wahid Ithnani. You can see from here, my brothers and sisters. You can see from here. Wahid Ithnani Salasa. Arba Khamsa Sitta. Saba Thamaniya Tisa. Ashara. Oh yes. Ashara. That means 10. That means 10. Did you get the idea? Now we come to 11. 11. Ahada Ashara. Isna Ashara. Salasata Ashara. Arba'ata Ashara. Khamsata Ashara. Sittata Ashara. Sabata Ashara. Samaniyata Ashara. Tisrata Ashara. Ishruna. Now this I'm not going to sing. I will explain you, and then you will all sing with me. It gives you another grammar rule in this, you know. So now here I have to point out, we were counting masculine. Here also we are counting masculine. But then this is the number, they are compound, compound numbers. And where is the Ma'adud? Taliban. All are Taliban. 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 Okay? Ahada Ashara, which is Taliban. Ithna Ashara, Salasata Ashara, Arbata Ashara, Khamsata Ashara, Sittata Ashara, Sabata Ashara, Samaniyata Ashara, Tisrata Ashara, Ishruna. Ishruna, but I won't go in detail now. Inshallah, we'll do it some other time. Now, this was the number. We are still in lesson 3. Learn the ordinal numbers. Fine. Now, here is another thing in lesson 3. Anta min al Hindi. Alaysa kadhalika? Isn't it so? The meaning of this is, isn't it so? So, so if that is so, then you will say bala. You will say bala. Bala means I'm from India. Anta maridun alaysa kadhalik? Try to. This is very beautiful. You can memorize it. Alaysa kadhalika. It will come in the Quran also. Isn't it so? That is the meaning, huh? Okay, then I think we will leave this. This is not very important. So we come to number 4. Number 4. You are going to love it. You are really going to enjoy it. Let us go to the key. Let us go to the key of number here. No, this is not so. No, this is, I came to the wrong place. Key. Yes. 3. Number 3, we did it. We come to number 4. In this lesson, we learned the following. The verb in Mahdi, past tense. I'm sure you will say, I think I know it. I know my verbs. I've studied it. My teacher taught us very strongly the Mahdi. So here we are learning only 2, but we have done more than 2. Zahaba, he went. Raja, he returned. Okay. Now Dr. Abdurrahim is explaining. Read it with me. Most Arabic verbs have only 3 letters, which are called radicals. Do you know that? I think you know it. When did you learn it? When did you learn it? It is here coming for the first time now. Dr. Abdurrahim didn't explain it. But, you know, the way I was taught, I thought I'd teach you to make it very comfortable. So now, whenever the verbs will come, you will all be smiling, you know, and you will say, Inshallah, I think I can handle it, you know. So radicals, what is radicals? 3 radicals. Remember, they are called radicals, okay? So what is it? The first radical, second radical, third radical. Or in other words, fa kalima, ain kalima, and lam kalima. Remember, only 3 radicals. And another thing to remember, the basic form of the verb in Arabic is Mahdi. The verb begins with Mahdi first, and it will start with the huwa. Huwa huma hum, hiya huma hunna, anta antuma antum, anti antuma antunna, ana nahnu. This is the way the verb will conjugate Mahdi first, then Mudariya, and then Amr, and then other things, you know. As we have seen in book 1, Zahaba, see, only we did the meaning. Zahaba means he went. But if it is followed by a subject, the pronoun is omitted. Fine. Now, again, I will recall your understanding and remembering that subject is called the file. Subject of the verb is the file of the verb, the doer of action. What is it? Verb is an action. Whenever there's an action, we need a doer. So doer is fa'il. In Arabic, we say fa'il, but in English, we say pronoun. Fa'il, no, we say subject. I beg your pardon. We say subject, subject. subject and file has the same meaning. But then again, I want to remind you, and I want you to recall that there are two kinds of sentences in Arabic language or English also. Jumlatul ismiyatu and Jumlatul fi'liyatu. Very, very important to remember all the time when we are reading something or when we are studying Quran or even when we are reading Quran. Your mind will be able to figure out, inshallah. So here I want you to emphasize one more thing. Uh, see here, and in Jumla failure, my brothers and sisters, Jumla failure, the verb will come first, followed by the file. File. It will always follow, especially in huwa and hiya. In other words, the verbs, the files are attached with the verb. So we will be able to figure out. We have done it, but we'll do it now here also. See, I want you to look at this. Zahaba Bilalun. What kind of a sentence is this? What kind of a sentence is this? This is Jumla failure. What is Zahaba? Fi'l Madi. And Mabniun ala Fatah. That's all. What is this Bilal doing here? And it is Marfu. Bilal is Marfu. Why? It is the file. The file is always Marfu. Marfu. Now I am changing it. I am changing it. These things will come. I say to you, Bilalun Zahaba. What will you call this sentence? Zahaba Bilalun is Jumla failure. What will you call this sentence? What will you call? Bilalun, the sentence began with a noun. The verb is coming later. Bilalun Zahaba. So this is your Jumla Ismiya. And in Jumla Ismiya, I am looking for Mubtada and Khabar. So when you say Bilalun Dhahaba, meaning could be same here. Okay? Bilal went. And here also you can say Bilal went. Okay. But here we will call Bilal Mubtada. And where is the Khabar? This whole thing is a sentence, which is he went. But we don't use he because Bilal is there. We won't call Bilal as a file because file always comes after the fi'l. So where is the file of this fi'l? So this file of the fi'l is damirun mustatirun, takdiru huwa. So it's a hidden pronoun, huwa. We don't say that. Okay, Dr. Sahib explains it in a very nicely, in a nice way. As we have seen in book 1, Zahaba means he went, but if it is followed by a subject, the pronoun he is omitted. He is omitted. So Zahaba Bilalun, Bilal went. We cannot say Bilal, he went. Or here also Bilal, he went. We can't say Bilal, he went. We will say Bilal went. But then when we analyze it, we will say Zahaba, fi'l madi, mabniun ala fatah, fa'il mustatir, subject is damirun mustatirun huwa. That's the way we will do it. Here, zahabat aminatu. Amina went. In zahaba, he went, and zahabat, she went. Okay? So now, zahabat aminatu. Okay? And now if I were to write down, aminatu zahabat. So, meaning is same. Amina went, aminatu zahabat. This is to understand the rules of the language, because later on, when we go in the Quran, all these things will come across us, and we will encounter them, but we must understand. So, zahabat aminatu, there are two things here, my brothers and sisters. This is the fi'l, and this is ta'u tanisi. This is not a pronoun. This ta'u tanisi tells me that the doer of the action is a sister. So, zahabat aminatu. So, we say here, aminatu zahabat. Did you get the idea? So, what is the difference between this and this? Yes, there's a big difference from the Arabic language point of view. This is jumla fi'liya, and this is jumla ismiya. Did you get my point? This is jumla ismiya, and this is jumla fi'liya. Here, aminatu is mubtada, and the khabar is jumla fi'liya. This is your khabar. She went. But that's not the way we will translate. We'll say Amina went, But this is the special factor of learning the verbs and the sentences. So inshallah, you will keep that in mind, and I'll keep on reminding you. Okay. Zahaba, he went. The subject is Damir Mustatir. The subject is Fa'il is Damir Mustatir. Zahabat, she went. The subject is Damir Mustatir. Note that the ta is a sign of being feminine. It's not a pronoun. So now we have Zahabu, Zahabna, Zahabta, Zahabtu. All these things are coming here, but I think they are coming not in an organized way, but we learn all these things. See, that was the reason that when I was taught and I understood the sequence, it made a lot of sense to me. And I could memorize, I could conjugate anything. Alhamdulillah. So we'll do some practice here. Our sequence of pronoun is huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, like that. So we have done it many times. I'll do one more time here. We'll conjugate zahaba in a sequence, Huwa zahaba, huma zahaba, zahabu, zahabu. Hiya zahabat. Sing with me, my brothers and sisters. Hiya zahabat, huma zahabata. Hiya zahabat, huma zahabata. Hunna zahabna, hunna zahabna. Anta zahabta, antuma zahabtuma, antum zahabtum, antum zahabtum. Anti zahabti, antuma zahabtuma, anti zahabti, antuma zahabtuma, antunna zahabtunna, antunna zahabtunna, أنا ذهبت نحن ذهبنا أنا ذهبت نحن ذهبنا. You can remember this sequence and you can conjugate all the verbs in Madi. Mudariya changes Madi, and inshallah you will like it, you will love it, and you would like to sing it also, inshallah. Now we have done this. So here is a nice example. Here's a nice example. Aina Bilalun Hamidun Khalidun. Aina. So we are talking about three people. Huh? Aina. Where are they? So what will be your answer? Zahabu. Huh? This is your answer. How will you translate? They went. Where is they here? This wow. Huh? This wow represents they. Huh? We call it wow al-jama'ati, wow of a group. Huh? ذهبوا إلى سوق. They went to souk. Now, then here is next question. Aina Aminatu? See Aminatu. Huh? Aina Amina wa Fatima wa Zainabu. Aina Aminatu? Fatimatu, Zainabu. What will you say now? Here we said Zahabu. What will you say? Zahabna. Hunna, Zahabna. Hunna, Zahabna. Let me write down something. Um, my friend and my brother reminded me that you know, when we come to Hunna, then the third radical gets a sukun. That's the condition of the conjugation. Zahabna. What is this na? It represents more than three or more ladies. So after that, nothing changes here. After that, nothing changes here. Nothing changes. This sukun will remain till the end. So then all you have to do is change the file. Change the file to a pronoun that represents that file, you know. So here you can say it very quickly, and I used to say, I think I've said it in the DVDs, that we in Toronto are very familiar with 407 highway, very clean, very fast, you know, trouble-free highway. You can speed it up your car and go. So then we change, we keep this there, and we change only the subject. So how will you start with? Ta, tuma, tum. Ti, tuma, tunna. And then ana, nahnu. Ana means zahabtu, and then zahabna. So you have to just remember it, you know. Ta tumatum, ti tumatunna, tuna. After hunna, it's very easy. You just write, you copy this thing over and over again. Zahab, 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 zahab. And you will just add, what will you add? Ta tumatum, ti tumatunna, tuna. تاتماتم ذهبتا ذهبتما ذهبتم تيتماتن ذهبتي ذهبتما ذهبتن and tuna. Please keep that in mind. I didn't say it before. Inshallah, now you should be able to figure out. We are going to the lesson immediately now. Now, this is another rule Dr. Abdurrahim is introducing to us. How do you negate fi'l madi? How do you negate fi'l madi? The particle ma is used. Zahabtu ila souk. Then what will you say? Zahabtu ila souk, I went. See, here, brothers and sisters, tu is the file. And dhahab, now it is no longer mabniun ala fatah. After hunna, it changes into dhahab. Everything will be mabniun ala sukun. Please keep that in mind. I'm emphasizing it because this is the thing that will make you very, very versatile and very proficient in Arabic language. Zahab tu, the zahab and tu is the file. Zahab tu, zahab tu ila souk. And you want to say, I didn't go to the souk. So what will you say? Ma zahabtu, no change. Ma zahabtu ila souk. I didn't go to the market. Ma kharaja al-imamu min al-masjidi. The imam did not go out of the mosque. Dakhala, see here. Dakhala Bilalun walakinahu ma jalasa. What is it? Bilal entered. Dakhala Bilalun walakinahu ma jalasa. But he did not sit. That's the way we do it. No, maybe I want to finish this. It finishes here. It finishes here. Here everything finishes. So we have here another thing. Dr. Abdurrahim is explaining us the difference between Naam and Bala. Naam and Bala. Normally we always say Naam and La, but here Naam and Bala, this is a difference. The word Bala is used in response to a negative question. The word Bala is used in response to a negative question. If a Muslim is asked, Alasta bi Muslimin? Alasta bi Muslimin? Are you not a Muslim? Alasta, it's a negation. Lasta is a negation. The answer is Bala. Ana Muslimun. Yes, I am Muslimun. And if the same question is asked to a non-Muslim, if a non-Muslim is asked the same question, he replies, Naam, lastu bi Muslimin. Okay? Alasta bi Muslimin? Naam, lastu bi Muslim. But that Naam means yes. Yes is to this negation here. Yes is here. So in response to the negative question, Naam means no. Actually, Naam means yes, but here it will mean no. And Bala means yes. Keep that in mind. Right. Now here is something else. We have to do it, learn it properly, inshallah. You know, we learn inna, my brother and sister, wa akhawatu inna. What are they? You know it, we have done it, but otherwise we'll be repeating it. Inna, anna, lakinna, inna, anna, lakinna, ka'anna, and then la'alla, and then laita. You know, these are the 6 sisters. They behave exactly the same way. They will come in a Jumla Ismiya, and the sentence which has a Mubtada will change into Ismu, Inna, and it will be Mansub. These things you have to remember, inshallah. Just when you see it, you can remember it and feel it, inshallah. And the Khabar is no longer Mubtada Khabar. The Khabar is Khabar Inna. Khabaru inna, and that will be marfu. Keep that in mind. But here is something else. Here is, my brothers and sisters, here is something else. Li anna. Li anna. What is the meaning of li anna? Because. But this is not akhwatu inna. Because in the beginning, there is a li, which means for. Okay. I think doctor will explain. Note that li anna is made up of li. Note that li anna is made up of li, for, and anna, which is the sister of inna. So the noun following it is mansub, but we won't call it li an as a sister of khawatu inna, but because there is a harf jar there, li. But now, if you remove li, then it becomes anna. So anna is here, which is already a sister of inna. So this you must understand. And I will say, Ma kharajtu min al bayti. I did not go out of the house. Why didn't you go out of the house? Because the weather is cold. Li'anna. And see what happens to the jawwa. Li'anna al-jawwa. This is, what is jawwa? Mansub. What is it? Ismu anna. You can say ismu anna, or you can, yeah, I think ismu anna is okay. Yeah? And then khabar is marfu baridun, because the weather is cold. Zahaba Ibrahimu ila al-mustashfa. Fine. Why did he go to the mustashfa? Li'annahu maridun. So who here is mansub? Because he. Yeah? This is ismu anna. Ismu anna. Maridun. Together be sick. So keep that in mind. Now we begin our journey, brothers and sisters, in the main lesson. You will like it. Dr. Abdurrahim, the way Dr. Abdurrahim composes sentences is marvelous. Now, Adarsu Shirabiyu, fourth lesson. Fourth lesson. You can always now read it and understand. This is ordinal number. Adarsu awwal, adarsu thani, adarsu thalithu, adarsu rabi'u, and then we'll come to adarsu khamisu, like that. Darsu sadisu. I hope you will remember, and you do that exercise of ordinal numbers. Do that exercise, that we did it together today. So Yusuf, okay, is entering the house and he's saying, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ibrahim. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. He's saying, returning the salam of Yusuf. Ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban bika. Now this, my brothers and sisters, someday we will analyze, but in brief, it is welcome. Welcome. Ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban bika. Welcome, welcome. Okay. Ya Khali. Ya Khali. What is Khali? There are two words. There are two words here. Khalu plus ya. Ya made it khali. Ya mutakallim made into khali. Now, khalu means, my brothers and sisters, mother's brother. I think in Urdu, India, Pakistan, I'm not too sure about Bangladesh, but I think Bangladesh must be the same. I don't know about Somali. It could be different. Khalu means mamu. 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 Okay. Mother's brother. And mother's sister, we say in English auntie. Mother's sisters will become khalatu. Khalu and khalatu. Let me write down. Khalatun. Fine. Kaifa haluka. Na. Ahlan wa sahlan wa maraban bika. Ya khali. Kaifa haluka. See, now we have done this. Kaifa haluka. La'allaka bi khair. See, now we can use this in our everyday talk. La'allaka or la'allaki or la'allakum. La'allaka bi khair. So what is la'alla? My brothers and sisters, what is la'alla? Min akhwatu inna. It represents two things, hope and fear. So here, Dr. Abdurrahim does not use anything with fear. He only uses hope. La'allaka. What is ka, my brothers and my sisters? See, it is joined here. So, la'alla is min akhwatu inna. And ka is ismu la'alla mansubun. Ismu la'alla mansubun. Did you get the point? La'allaka. Bi khair. So how will you translate? I hope you are well. You are well. I hope you are well. You are fine. So that you are well or you are fine. So that is la'allaka bi khair. So where is the ka is the ismu la'alla? Where is the khabar? Bi khairin. I won't go in more detail. Bi khairin. That is your jar majur shibu jumla khabar la'alla. Inshallah. What is when somebody says to us la'allaka bi khair, we always reply in a beautiful Islamic way. Alhamdulillah. He can say also, Ana bi khair walhamdulillah. But here, Ana bi khair it is covered by Alhamdulillah. Now, he's asking all the questions. See, I sometimes smile and laugh, the way Dr. Abdurrahim composes the sentences and to explain us everything in a very beautiful way. So here, starting from Aina Abuka, then it will be Aina Umuka, the Aina Akhwatuka, Aina Ikhwatuka, all these things will come and the pronouns will change. Now we are using the real sentence, beautiful sentence, to learn about the different forms of conjugation. So, Aina Abuka, where is your father? What is the answer? Zahaba ila souk. So what is Zahaba ila souk? I want to ask you something. Always you will reply me. Jumla failure. Jumla failure. So Zahaba, fi'l, madi, mabni ala fatha, fa'il, mustatir, taqdiru huwa. Zahaba ila souk. My father went to market. Jar majroor. وَأَيْنَ أُمُّكَ, and where is your mother? So now see, ذهب and then ذهبت إلى خالتي زينب. She went to my khalati Zainab. Huh? Okay. Why there's a fatah here? Huh? Not kasra, mamnu min sarf. Huh? Mamnu min sarf. I want to analyze it in a brief way, my brothers and sisters. All my efforts are to make you sharp, to open your mind to the beauty of the Arabic language. Huh? That is my effort. Everything I'll do to expand your mind so that when you will come to the Quran, you'll feel a great special joy that nobody can feel it except you. See here, ila, my brothers and sisters, what is ila? Harf jar. Khalati is ism majroor. Huh? Ism majroor. Plus, what will you say? Huwa mudaf. Huh? And then what is this ya? Huh? What is this ya? My brothers and sisters? But this ya is mudaf ilayhi. Now the question is this. Okay, I hope you will bear this in me. I think we did it. You will bear this with me. This is majroor, because mansub has not come so far. So what is the value of Zainaba here? Just bear it in mind. This is the badal for khalati. Huh? Zahabat ila Zainab, you can say straight away, ila Zainab. Ila khalati, my auntie, my khala, Zainab. So this is your badal for khalati. Just keep that in mind. If you don't find it easy to digest, I will be repeating it all the time, inshallah. وَأَيْنَ إِخْوَتُكَ, and where are your brothers? See, now, first question was father, Zahaba, and then the second question is Ammi, is the Zahabat, mother, Zahabat, and now is Ikhwatu, brothers. So what is the answer? Zahabu ila Jamiati. So beautiful, my brother and sister. To give us extra practice. Read it loudly at home. Share it with your family members. Let them listen to you. And you can translate them to them, Zahabu. Can you translate now? They went ilal jamiati. Brother, I don't see they there. Where is they? They is this wow. Huh? Huwa zahaba, huma zahaba, hum zahabu, zahabu. Did you get the idea? This wow is your file. Huh? This wow is your file, and then it represents they. Okay, fine. Aina akhwatuka, see? Learn turn by turn. Brothers, sisters, where are your sisters? Akhwatuka. See, here now comes Zahabna. Huh? Zahabna. Zahabna. So here, Alhamdulillah, we have. So I will write down again. Zahab. Remember, Zahab and plus na. Zahabna. Always look at it carefully, because this is your foundation building lessons. If you can understand, nowhere Dr. Abdurrahim will explain this. No, it's not explained. Very briefly, some things are touched, but it is the onus on the teacher to explain. Alhamdulillah, many of you approach me and I explain them, and I feel so very happy, very, very happy to guide them. And when the students approach me and I explain them, they understand it so beautifully that it brings joy to my heart, They can understand. Okay. So here, my brother and sister, Zahabna. Okay, fine. All the sisters went. Where is they? This is na. Sisters, more than three or more than three. Where is the fi'al? Zahab. So you will say, Zahab, fi'lu ma'adin. Please remember, mabniun ala sukun. So it's from Zahab to na. Remember, what did I say? Ta'atuma, ta'atumatum, titumatunna, tuna. All of them will be mabniun ala sukun. Ta'tumatum, titumatunna, tuna. I hope you will memorize it, inshallah. Fine. Now here is the question. Yusuf, his uncle, is asking, أما ذهبت إلى المدرسة اليوم؟ أما Ma, did you not go to the school today? أما ذهبت? He went. So then the answer is Bala. What is the meaning of Bala? ذهبت. Did you not go to the school today? Did you not go to the school today? Bala. I did. Indeed, I ذهبت ورجعت. And I returned. ذهبت. See, again, I have to write down to this is Raja. Raja. See? Everything from hunna to the last pronoun nahnu will have sukun. بعد حصة الأولى. ورجعت بعد حصة الأولى. I returned after the Hisati means period. First period I returned home. لماذا رجعت? Why did you return? Uncle is asking him. Rajatu, I returned. لأنني مريض. See, because, see now that Dr. Abdurrahim had to explain us because. Li anna anna ni. Okay, so here, my brother and sister, this ya is your ismu anna, or you can say li anna. It's okay, so long as we understand li anna means because. But it is important to understand that this is min akhwatu inna, and this ya is mansub. If I say li'annani maridun, if I say li'anna hamidan maridun, because the hamid is sick, li'anna hamidan. Did you get the idea? Inshallah. Li'annani maridun is the khabar of li'anna. Fine. Yusuf, la bas, no problem. No, this thing is a dua. No harm may come to you. Yusuf is saying, no harm, may Allah not bring any harm to you. La bas, no harm may come to you. Azhabta ila tabib? ذهبت إلى طبيب? Did you go to the doctor? نعم ذهبت. Did you get the idea? Very beautiful lesson, my brother. And I'm sure you can enjoy it because you understand everything. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. Now we come here. You can, I will say, repeat it, but you can write it down yourself. Aina dhahaba Abu Ibrahim. You will only say, dhahaba ila suki. You can say, Aina dhahabat ummuhu. You will say, dhahabat ila al-mustashfa. That's quite simple. Mata raja Ibrahimu min al-madrasati. Raja, you can only say raja means he returned. Ba'da hissatil ula. Ba'da hissatil ula. You can raja ba'da hissatil ula, after the first period. Fine. That's it. Now you have to do this. Mark the correct statements with this sign and the incorrect with cross. Ibrahimu ibnu ukhti Yusufa. Ibrahim is the son of Yusuf's sister. Is it correct? Yes, it's correct. It is correct. Yusuf's sister's son. Ukhtu, ibnu ukhti Yusufa. Ibrahim, correct. Yusufu ammu Ibrahim. No, that is not correct. Yusufu khalu Ibrahim. Not ammu. This is wrong. Akhwatu Ibrahima zahabna ila al-maktabati. No. Akhwatu Ibrahima zahabna ila al-madrasati. Ikhwatu Ibrahima zahabu ila al-jamiati. This is correct. Next one, Ibrahimu ma zahaba ila tabibi. Translate, brother. Ibrahimu ma zahaba ila tabibi. Ibrahim did not go to the doctor. No, he went. So this is also incorrect. Fine. Now here comes, my brothers and sisters. Beautiful, beautiful things, It will do every exercise, right? Every exercise, please. Now, see, the beauty of this, Dr. Abdurrahim's style and his method, he will not put too many things in one pot. He will only make you understand one small rule. In this whole lesson, he's only teaching us the verb zahaba in detail. Only zahaba. So if you know your conjugation of zahaba, remember, we did it before, huwa zahaba, then what are you doing? Then you are smiling, you are laughing. Now the point is this, doctor, fill in the blanks with verb zahaba with the correct isnad, with the correct pronouns, Istinad is a pronouns. That like 14 pronouns, we give one pronoun to the verb. So there are 14 pronouns attached to the verb. So al-awladu. Okay, what is this first? I'm asking you. What is this awladu here? Jumla ismiya. Jumla ismiya. All are jumla ismiya. Okay, so awladu ila al-mal'abi. The boys, what will you say here now? How will you feel? Is it? What kind of verb will fit here? Zahabu. What will you say? Zahabu. So this is your mubtada. And where is the khabar? This is your khabar jumla fi'liya. That's the way we do it, my brother and sister. Easy. Fine. Fine. Now again. Atalibatu, the female students. What will you say here? Now you have to use it. You know it. Zahabna. Zahabna. Did you get the idea? So what is the talibatu? Muftada. Remember, muftada. And this is your khabar. The whole jumla fi'liya. Ana muftada. Ana, what will you say? Ilal matari. I zahabtu. I went to the matar. Ukhti, my sister. What will you say? Zahabat. Ukhti zahabat ilal matbakhi. She went to the kitchen. Aina, what will you say? You're asking somebody, you met him and do you want to ask him, where did you go? Aina zahabta. Did you get the idea? Aina zahabta. Now now you can see everything is zahaba in different forms. So, you have to write it and do it. Here, this is a very, very tricky exercise. A very tricky exercise. It tests your knowledge. Correct the following sentences. Now you are asking Muhammad, how are you asking? ذهبت إلى المستشفى يا Muhammad. Is it correct? Is it correct? No, it is not correct. You are asking Muhammad, so it has to be ذهبت. Then you will write down here ذهبت, inshallah. Did you get the idea? Inshallah. Now, Aminatu wa Fatimatu wa Zainabu raja'u min al-jamiyati. What is this raja'u? Is it correct? There are 3 female sisters. So what will you say? Aminatu wa Fatimatu wa Zainabu. You will write it, please. Please, I insist. So what will you say? Raja'na. This is incorrect. This was also incorrect. Incorrect. Now you'll say, Amina, write down fully. Aminatu wa Fatimatu wa Zainabu Rajana min, they returned from the Jamia. Zumalai, my colleagues, Zahaba ila Makkah. Are bhai. Zumalai, this is a group. So what will you say? Zumalai, Zahabu. Did you get that? Beautiful exercise. Zahabu ila al-Maktaba. My colleagues went to Makkah. Ana rajata. Why rajata is anta? Ana rajatu. Min al-Riyadh amsi. Ana rajatu. Very beautiful exercise. You got to do it nicely, inshallah, with yourself, with your family. Now see here. Maryamu wa banatuha zahabat. Father, this is a group. You cannot say zahabat. What will you say? Maryamu wa banatuha zahabna. Zahabna. Illa Jeddah. They went to Jeddah. Now this is a very tricky question. Ummi, how many mistakes are there? Ummi, my mother. I will write down. Now, you see, I'm writing to explain you everything, but I have given you full permission to look into the solution. But my only request is, after looking in the solution, it must be written. So inshallah, all my emphasis every time of writing is so important that inshallah it will bring great fruits in your life, my brother. Ummi, I'm writing. Ummi, what will I say? Qalat. Kana, it cannot be qala. Abi qala. Ummi qalat. She said. What did she say? Ana maridun. These are the two mistakes. Maridun, no. Ana maridatun. Did you get the idea? Ana maridatun. Ummi qalat ana maridatun. Did you get the idea? Please, write it here. Azhabta ila al-madrasati amsi, you just have to answer in negation. La, you can say la. I hope I'm right. La, no. Ma zahabtu. Ma zahabtu. Ma zahabtu. Inshallah. La, ma zahabtu. Say, inshallah. Okay. Araja abuka min Baghdad. What will you say? La. Ma raja. You don't have to write down everything. Even if you say ma raja means he did not return. Or you can write down the whole sentence, inshallah. Azahabat ukhtuka ila al-mustashfa? La. Ma zahabat. La. Ma zahabat. Inshallah. Is there anything more? No. That's it. Huh? Everything came. Only three things were there. Ma zahabtu, ma raja, ma zahabtu. Fine. Now Dr. Sahib will ask us few things about lianna. Very important, lianna. Because, remember, the meaning of lianna is because. But it is part of min akhwatu inna, so it will make the mansub. Lianna, li plus an, wa an min akhwatu inna. See, very beautifully explained here by Dr. Sahib. Liannahu. How will you write down lianna plus who? Liannahu. Like that. Inshallah. Lianna hiya. Liannaha. Liannata. Liannaka. Raja Hamidun min al-madrasati. So now this is a jumla fi'liya. It starts with a fi'l. Raja fi'l madi. Where is the file? This is the file. We don't have to, when this is jumla fi'la, you don't talk about mubtada khabar or anything. Min al-madrasati. Raja Hamidun min al-madrasati. Hamid returned from the school. Why did he return? Li'annahu maridun. Because he is sick, my brother. Raja'at Aminatu min al-madrasati. She Raja'a and Raja'at Aminat. Amina returned from the school. لأنها. Very beautiful sentence. لأنها. لأنه. maridatun. See, we have to watch everything. Beautiful, beautiful, my brother. Rajatu min al madrasati. I returned from the school. لأنني maridatun. Now it means this is a sister is saying. This two is a sister. Rajatu min al madrasati liannani maridatun. This maridatun is telling me that it is a sister. Now, we are about to finish. We are about to finish this, my brothers and sisters. It is incredible. And I'm sure you understood everything, because you have worked hard. We have all worked hard in the beginning to understand all these intricacies of the verbs. It is no longer very intricate. It's very straightforward. We can handle it, Fine. So here we are, my brothers and sisters. I go here. Another. Answer the following question using nam and bala. Now, you have to understand one thing, my brother and sister. Whenever this thing is there, if there is no negation, then the answer will be like this. Azhabta ila al-madrasati amsi. Did you go to the school yesterday? Amsi is yesterday. Did you go to the school yesterday? What's the answer? Naam, zahabtu. Yes, I had gone. Ama zahabta ila al-madrasati amsi. Did you not go to the school yesterday? See, ma. So what will you say? Bala. Because of this question, you will use bala. Bala zahabtu. Remember, that's the way it is going to work. If there's a negation, but the answer is correct, Ama zahabta ila al-madrasati. You did not go to the school yesterday. Did you not go to the school yesterday? The answer is I went. So that answer, according to, you won't say naam. No, you will say bala. Yes, I went. Raja abuka minasuk. Raja abuka minasuk. Naam, you can say naam. Naam, raja. Naam, raja. Ama raja abuka minasuk. Ama raja abuka minasuk. What will you say? Bala. Write it down so you get a good idea of bala and naam. Ama raja abuka minasuk. Bala raja. That's all. Azhabat Layla ila al-jamiati. Azhabat. So we will say, what will you say? Zahabat Layla ila jamiati. Naam. Naam. Zahabat. Ama zahaba akhuka ila Riyadh. Ama. Ma zahaba. What will you say? Bala. Bala zahaba. Bala zahaba. Bala zahaba. You can write down the whole answer. Bala zahaba akhi ila Riyadh. You have to change the thing. But whatever you want to do, inshallah. Fine. My brothers and sisters, alhamdulillah. Right. I'm so excited, that you all patiently labored along the book one with me to understand the verbs. And now, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. How much time? We still have half an hour. I think I don't want to do the numbers anymore. I have left it to you. So we'll do the numbers, inshallah, some other time. I'll touch base with the numbers every time, but little while, just for a brief period of time. Now, my brother and sister, this is the lesson I have been waiting for. Now the flood gates of verbs are open. There'll be a massive deluge of verbs now will come in front of us. Every sentence, I jokingly say, you will see verbs coming from every chair. You look at under the chair, there'll be verb. If you sleep, under the pillow, there'll be verb. Everywhere, there'll be verb, 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 verb. Now the floodgates are open. What we have to do is, I have to explain you, then you will enjoy it more, my brother. Okay, so see, so far we have been doing according to the book. Zahaba, Zahaba, ila. Kharaja, min. Jalasa, ala. Ila, ala. And raja'a can also be min. Now, these verbs are called intransitive. Intransitive in English. In Arabic, we call it lazim. But just use the English transitive and intransitive. Okay. Now, here, now the transitive verbs are coming in wholesale. And you will see it. You will see it, inshallah. So, what is the meaning of transitive verb? It means there'll be a verb, there'll be a file, and there'll be mafulun bihi. Remember this thing. Memorize it. Mafulun bihi. Mafulun bihi. What is the meaning of mafulun bihi? Object of the verb. Object of the verb. Fine. Verb we know. Madi are all mabni. And then file is always. What is file is always? Marfu. And then mafulun bihi will always be mansub. Mansub. You will be practicing this and I'll help you and we'll do this. Let's see how much can you do it. We have time and normally I would not start a new topic, but you have a solid idea about the verb, except that we never encountered mafulun bihi before the way we will encounter now. See here, look at it. Al-Mudarris. Man fataha al-bab al-fasli. Okay, starting from here, man fataha, bab has come. Mansub. So, where is the fataha, madi? Where is the file? Mustatir. Who opened the door of the class? This is door of the class. Mudaf, mudaf ilayhi. Hamid says, what did he say? Ana fatah tu. Who? See? Ana fatah. 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 And then tu. And then who. So what kind of a sentence is this? I'll always be asking you, what kind of a sentence is this? Start with ana. So it is jumla ismiya. Huh? Ana is mubtada, and this is the whole jumla is the khabar. Ana fatah, fi'al madi, tu, fa'il, and then who. Maf'ulun bihi. This is our maf'ulun bihi has come. Object of the verb. Object of the verb. Fatah, tu, who. Let me write down here. Fatah, and then tu, and then who. Did you get the idea? Fi'al, fa'il, and maf'ulun bihi. Okay. I opened it. I opened it. It is goes here. Waman fataha nawafiza. See again, nawafiza is here. Mansub. Ana, Ali says, Ana fatahtuha. I opened them. Windows. Who opened the windows? The teacher is saying, who opened the windows? Ana fatahtuha. Remember? Ana fatah. And then tu. And then, did you see? Fi'al, fa'il, and what else is here? Maf'ulun bihi. So maf'ulun bihi is mansub. Now this pronoun is now mansub. Mansub because it is coming as a maf'ulun bihi. Al-mudarris. Man kasara hadha al-maktaba. Man kasara hadha al-maktaba. Who broke this desk? Anta kasartahu? Ya Hashim, anta kasartahu? Kasar the. I hope you are watching. Who will be written the other way? Anta kasartahu. Anta kasartahu. Did you break it? La. Ana na inni. Now it is inni. Ma kasartuhu. Ma kasartuhu. Inni, verily, verily. I did not break it. Ma nafi. Nafi. Did not break it. Ma kasar tu, and then who. I did not break it. Mudaris is saying now, Araja Zakaria wa Hamzatu wa Uthmanu min Makkah. See all these names together. La, ma. So this Raja'u, they did not return. So now you see this vow, brothers and sisters, this vow represents all these three people. Did you get the idea? Inshallah. Abbas, Ya Ustad, kharaja tullabu jududu wa dhahabu ila al-mudiri. This is an extra sentence. Kharaja tullabu se, how did it come? Fi'al. Where is the file? Here. And jududu, not. Wa dhahabu, not ila al-mudiri. I have to now explain you. Maybe it is not coming. When it comes, it will come probably in the next lesson. Very important rules of the using of the verb. Very important rules. But maybe I can touch base with it. so that you can ponder over it, If the verb begins a sentence, please remember, I'll be repeating it often. If the verb begins a sentence, no matter who is the file, it will always be the verb will be singular. It will always be singular, like zahaba. So that is what it is doing here. Kharaja, what is normally kharaja means he went out. But here kharaja tullabu. Oh. This prompted me to share this with you. Kharaja tullabu jududu. And after that, kharaja, then the verb became normal. Zahabu. See here singular, and here according to the need of the sentence we are talking about the tullabu. So zahabu. So kharaja fi'al fa'il tullabu. Now kharaja is singular. It will always verb will verb in the beginning in the beginning of a verbal sentence, in the beginning of the verbal sentence, remember this, my brother, golden rule. The verb will always be singular. And then it will switch over to whatever the need of the file is, kharaja to labu. So it could be kharaja or kharajat. These two verbs will come, inshallah. So here, this is just an extra sentence because to tell us what is happening. So kharaja fi'al. Kharaja fi'al. Where is the file? Tullabu is the file. What is jududu? Naat. The naat matches the tullabu. Naat, manut must match. Wow, zahabu. Now this zahabu matches tullabu. Now it is matches tullabu. Now Mudar is saying, Afahimta darsa ya talha? Naam. Fahim tu who? See, fahim tu who? Maybe I have, how much time I have? Okay, let me write it down. Naam. Fahim, khasra, sukun. Fahim, and then tu, and then who, mafulun bi. I understood it, jaidan, very well. Al-Mudarris. Akatabta al-ajwibata, ya Faisal? No. Ajwibata means answers, Jawab, and the plural is ajwibatun. Sual, and the plural is asilatun, same pattern. La, ma katabtu. I did not write it. Ma katab, tu, and ha. See, I'm breaking it down, Fi'al, fa'il, mafulun bi, ma katab. Limasa, why? Why did you not do it? Li'annani, because. See, li'annani. Li'annani means because I, ma fahimtu, I did not fahim tu as'ilata, because I did not understand the questions, plural. Ajwibata, answers, singular is jawab, sual, ajwibata, as'ilata. Try to, we will repeat it, don't worry, my brother. I just thought because you worked so hard, I also worked hard a little bit, but you all worked hard, and you have mastered the basic things of the verb. That there are, we will study in this whole book two three-letter verbs. First radical, second radical, third radical. Fa kalima, ain kalima, lam kalima. This is the foundation. Every Arabic word must have, mostly, there are four-letter verbs also, but mostly there are three-letter verbs. So three-letter verbs will have fa kalima, ain kalima, lam kalima. First radical, second radical, third radical. You just have to keep that in mind. So here we did this. Al-Mudaris. Hafizta Surat al-Fajri ya Ibrahim. See, this is a question. Asking a question. Hafiz, fi'al, ta, fa'il. Oh, ho, 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 ho. See, now the verbs are different. Mostly there'll be different verbs. And they will be all transitive verbs. They will have maf'ulun bi. Surata. Why surata? Why surata? Hafizta surata. Maf'ulun bihi. Wa huwa mudaf. This is maf'ulun bihi plus it is mudaf. And this is mudaf ilayhi. Majroor. Ya Ibrahim. Did you get the idea? Ibrahim says, Naam. Hafiztuha. Ha. Fiz. Hafiza ya fazu. Bab Hafiza. Bab Samia. Hafiz tu fi'al fa'il maf'ulun bihi. I memorized it. Wa hafiztu. And I memorized surata. Oh. I not only memorized surata Fajri, but I also memorized hafiztu surata Tini. Surata maf'ulun bihi. And then mudaf. And then Tini. Mudaf ilayhi. And then Aidan also. Did you get the idea? Okay. Now I have done the main part of the lesson to you, lesson number 5, because you understand everything, inshallah. I hope I'm right. And you can share with family members, sit down and do if you are together and the family is studying, inshallah. So, Hafizta Surat al-Fajri ya Ibrahim? Naam, Hafiztuha. I memorized it. Hafiztu Surat al-Tini Aidan. And I memorized Surat al-Tini. Mafulun bihi. Mudaf ilayhi. So all these things are now coming, inshallah, and you will like it. So now this is it. I'll try to solve other things, exercises. I'm not doing it now. Okay, one more thing. I'm watching my time, inshallah. Here I have one thing. Learn the file and maf'ulun bihi. Can you imagine if you did not know anything about file and fi'al beforehand, this lesson will make you get lost, and you will not understand. But now you will see how beautifully we are. Remember, most of the verbs will be transitive. It will have mafulun bihi. Learn the file and mafulun bihi. I would like to say, Dr. Saib, we have already done it, inshallah. Alhamdulillah. Learn the file. تأمل الأمثلة الآتية. أمثلة الآتية. القرآن قرأ, singular. Do you see? Singular. Tullabu, this is plural, but the verb starts a sentence with a sing. Qara tullabu Qur'ana. Why this na here mansub? Because this is mafulun bihi. This is your mafulun bihi. Did you get the idea? Fi'al, file. So fi'al is singular. Do you see? Qara'a. And then ad-darsa. Katabat mudirisu. Katabal mudirisu ad-darsa. Fi'al, file, mafulun bihi. Kataba mudarrisu. Kataba fi'al, file, mafulun bihi. Okay, fine. Shariba daifu akahwata. Singular, again singular. I'm pointing out to you when there's a plural. See, here Tullabu was plural. I pointed out to you. Daifu, guest, plural again. Al-Babu. So now look at this. Fatahat. Fatahat. Aminatu, fa'il. And Al-Babu became Al-Baba. Amina opened the door. Kahwatu became Kahwata. Babu became Baba. Quranu became Qur'ana. Darsu became Darsa. Did you get the idea? Inshallah. Now this, we have been doing it since long time. See, Qara'a al-fi'lu. Atalibu, fa'il. No, this is talibu, singular. This is singular. Only here. No, I think they're all singular. I beg your pardon. Daifu is a singular. One guest. Guest one. Duyuf is a plural. Mudarisu, singular. So these are all, the files are singulars. Kara, Talibu, Qur'ana, Shariba, Daifu, the guest, one guest, Kawata, Kadaban, Mudarisu, the teacher, wrote the dars, Fatahat, Aminatu. Why there is a Ta'u Tanisi? Because the file is muannas. Fatahat Aminatu al-Bab. So, Kara, fi'al, Talibu, file, al-Quranu mafulun bihi. What do you say? You will say, I know it. Or some of you will say, I knew it. Alhamdulillah. So now this will do next time. A lot of beautiful, you can study on your own if you want to, but lot of exercises. So we have done part of it. Yeah, Alhamdulillah. Now, the other thing is, these are the questions with numbers or more than 10. See, I would like to do it probably next time, inshallah. If you get time, you can study here. This is the 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. This we have to do it. So I only want to point out that the Mahdud is singular and it is muzakkar. But in that 3 to 10, the Mahdud was plural, but it was muzakkar. See, Taliban, 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 Taliban. This is important. Probably, inshallah, gradually you will master it. You will master it, inshallah. So these are the patterns, ordinals, awwal, thani, salisu. We did this also. So here we come. Okay, my brothers and sisters. Remember, you'll always remember al-adad, number. Al-ma'dud, al-ma'dud, the thing counted. Right? And number 1 to 2, they are always not manut, Talibun, wahidun. Talibani, isnani. Right? Not manut. Not, and this is your manut. Right? And then here from 3 to 10, we have madud, plural. We start with masculine, but the number is feminine. Number is feminine. Okay, so I hope you will pay attention to this. Okay, brothers and sisters. Wahid ithnani salasa. Again, Wahid ithnani salasa. Arba khamsa sitta. Samani sab'a samaniya tisa. Ashara. Oh yes, Ashara. That means 10. Did you get my idea? Okay. One more time. I have to use up my time, my brother and sister. Wahid ithnani salasa. Again. Wahid ithnani salasa. Arba khamsa sitta. Sab'a samaniya tisa. Ashara. Oh yes. Ashara. That means 10. And then we come to 11. Ahada ashara. Isna ashara. Salasata ashara. Arba'ata ashara. Khamsata ashara. Sittata ashara. Sab'ata ashara. Samaniyata ashara. Tisrata ashara. Ishruna. Ishruna. Marfu bilwaw. Ishrina. Mansub bilya. Ishrina. Majrur bilya. Ishruna. Oh yes, that means 20. Now this I will explain you next time, inshallah. Okay, my brothers and sisters. So, alhamdulillah, I hope you found the lesson beneficial. Do your homework and you can write me if you have any questions. Always write down your phone number and the time that will suit me to call you, inshallah. May Allah bless you for all your sacrifices. May Allah bless your families so that with their support, you are sitting in the class to learn. And may Allah bless you, your children, your family members with barakats in rizq and in excellent health. And may Allah keep us safe from this evil virus, inshallah. We'll see you next Saturday, inshallah. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. جزاكم الله خيرا.